grab me beer, because, man, I'm thirsty. It's pretty cold out here. Oh, hey, I didn't see you come in, man. How are you doing? I just got back from fishing. It was another Giovanni Heinrich Sanchez Wild Iowa Adventure. We were at about 3 this morning. I caught 2 brown trout and a king mackerel. Yep, I drove all the way to Colorado for the king mackerel. Apparently they've stocked the streams up there around Inglewood with king mackerel. The brown trout, well, you have to go special places for those. And most of the time, you don't want to go there. But I was there because Giovanni goes the distance. Now I'm getting my tools ready. First thing I want to have is, I might have a beer. Because if you're going to fish, you're going to drink. If you're going to drink, you better drink a lot. I say 2.5 gallons of whiskey a week is just fine. Everybody's moderation is different. But it did change my voice slightly. Now, what else do we have here? We've got a pan loaded with just a little cool water and about 1 gram of cocaine. And didn't you watch the movie Blow? Yeah, when they clean fish, they put cocaine in the water. You get that to U.S. Postal Service, by the way. You go down there, it's the same as a book of stamps. 1 gram of cocaine from the post office, the same book of stamps. Anyway, and then we've got our cutting utensils. Now these usually go in an electric fillet knife, but I have learned the ancient cannibal dingleberry eating technique. Where aren't you? I'm not going to do it right now because it'll scare you. But I'm telling you, it's how we do it these days. And of course, just an American Angler fillet knife. Nothing special about this. It's not what you'd say, but it is. Okay. And I'm going to pause you for a second, and we're going to go out to our fish cleaning station. Okay, we've got everything we need here. I'm going to put the blades in my electric fillet knife, and I've got my fish stunner. I ordered this from it's one of those Carp Pro shops, I think. Anyways, it's the latest in technology for stunning a fish before you clean them. And so this is what we use here. This end is the sharp end, that's the stunning end. It's very stunning. And of course, we'll always start out with a little fish cleaning music. Okay, I'm ready now. I feel good about it. I feel good. I feel good. I knew you would, because Giovanni, you're watching, and that makes everybody feel good because Giovanni is so smooth. So smooth, extra cool. That's Giovanni. He's no fool. I'm back. We're ready to cleanse fish here. We got this up on the board here. We're going to do a little cutting on him. You think so, do you? I'm just saying we might want to put him in there. We might want to put him up in the gripping device here. Get in there. Traditionally speaking, we use this gripping device. Much like the farmers do, they use one similar like this to hold their sheep when they're, you know what they do with their sheep anyway. Anyway, I'm cleaning these fish as efficiently as we can. And I want you to know that apparently in some places in Colorado, this is a brown trout. And due to the inbreeding that has occurred there, or very unfortunate, I started to want to Colorado. I think I started snow skiing in 1968. And it was a lovely place then. I can't remember what it was, but little Breckenridge just had like a couple T-bar lifts, and there's a couple old rustic cabins. That was about it. It was really nice. You didn't have to worry. Like that. You didn't have to worry too much about anything. And you know, you get going. Almost everything was black diamonds back then. Of course, that's what we like. I love the black diamonds. Love the Bogles. Love to be a human snowball. But, you know, muscles get a little worn, and so we take breaks. We'd holler, doobie break and pull off to the side. Well, I guess they frown on that now. They want you to be snorting coke or something, and they don't want, and it's legal out there. So I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, that's how we used to do it back in the 60s. Go on. Why don't you? Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good. Giovanni's good. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. I don't clean brown trout that often, but I'm having a fish fry, and somebody said they wanted trout. So I drove out to Englewood, Colorado yesterday, and fished the stream. I was kind of disappointed to see this is what's happened. The brown trout have become different. You might say different. But in that case, we're going to clean it like a brown trout. Or you might say nutcase. Might nutcase this one. At a certain point, you go for the extra tool. There you go. Yeah, it's just how it is. Anyway, they might not do it like that out in Colorado. In California, well, I was watching on the news there. Things are going on out there. There always is something going on out there. There's a fire, houses sliding off into the mud. Yeah. They had some convoy of truckers. There must have been 100, 300 big semis all rolled up there on the news. And they were unloading, all of them unloading. And they zoomed in cases of nuts. Every block, but I don't know if the tons of them unloading in California. So I guess that's in season, in season out there now, perhaps, or they're popular. But I just thought that was interesting. Apparently, they want to be able to save nuts out there. Okay, I'm glad of that. Anyway, I'm not talking about good fish. Giovanni's just cleaning fish. And away we go, traditionally speaking. Just cleaning fish. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less, just cleaning fish. Look at that. Oh, this is just beautiful. This is just lovely. Lovely, look at that, just lovely. Lovely. Piece of dirt from the strike angel. Yeah. I'm just saying, boys. Lovely. Okay. There you go. I feel good about it. Normally I only have fish fries for very, very special people. Like Mary Poppins or Ginger Roberts or the Beverly Hills Cowboys. But today I'm having some friends over. And fresh fish is the way to go, by the way. You don't want to get that store-bought stuff because, first of all, where did it come from? Right? It might come out of somebody's like pond where farm runoff goes, and then you're going to have extra chemicals. Well, I believe in extra chemicals, by the way, certain types at certain times, but never at dusk. I would definitely say never at dusk. It's always confusing at dusk. You don't want to do extra chemicals at dusk. But as I carry on my fish cleaning adventure here, a lot of people call these channel locks. That's a brand, or long-handled pliers, adjustable pliers. That's also correct, though. But in actuality, they're brown trout fin pulling pliers, and traditionally speaking, of course, and that's mainly what they're invented for. Okay, look at that. It's going to be nice. It's going to be oh so nice. Okay, now ready for Giovanni. At that moment, Giovanni was exactly ecstatic about it. He was ecstatic about it. Yeah, I'm on that a little bit. There you go. Was a farmer, had a dog. Okay. With the proper punctuation, you follow me on this. Was a farmer, had a dog, comma. Was a farmer, comma. Had a dog, comma. Put a couple commas in there. And Bingo was his name. Yeah. As we're saying, look, I got a little bit of this and that. This practice is more. I'm just practicing, don't be alarmed. Yeah, because it's new line. Anyway, so what would that indicate to you? 2 commas in that phrase. I'm thinking, what was the dog's name then? Like that deal. You know, when I was a kid, they rescued a bear from a forest fire somewhere, and they named that bear Smokey the Bear. He wasn't a person. He was Smokey the Bear. And looking good, boys. Not Smokey Bear. Bear was his last name. Bear is what he was. And that's just how it is. That's nice. But people get confused when they don't understand how things work, and they don't really know, but they want to change stuff because it makes them feel better. So I don't know what happened to Smokey the Bear, but Smokey Bear, not the same person. That's a new character from some Twilight Zone episode of PETA. What's a PETA stand for? People eat trees and animals, I think. Just saying, I'm a one-man gang. How about you? I'll be careful because this is a fillet knife. I don't want to fillet myself at this time. Though I have been filleted a couple times. Just a couple weeks ago, I was, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I see. Okay, she's doing good. A couple weeks ago, I was this again got my lure stuck. I know better than this. I gave it a really hard yank. You know. The rest of the story is I couldn't remove it myself. I had to have help. Giovanni's pretty tough. I had to cut that hook off the lure and then cut the barb end off it and push it back through the other way. It's the only way it can come out. Now, if you're into tattoos, and Giovanni loves tattoos, as Grandma said, you can never have too many tattoos or piercings. You can have enough, but not too many. But I'm going to say this right now. Nothing was gained but an extra hole in my skin. So remember, folks, always be careful when you're out there in the wild adventures. And even though I'm a highly trained professional, and I've been doing this for over half a century now, there's always room for improvement. You can always learn something. You can always learn something. Even though you may be getting paid the big bucks, and you think, yeah. No, there's always something that you haven't taken into consideration. And I'm humbled by that. By the way, I am also a honorably discharged veteran. I believe what we have here is the greatest English-speaking Christian nation, religious tolerant, of course, ever conceived, and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights some very fine documents that are the glue that hold us together. There's a lot of bones in this. I'm just going to have it like this. Because we're not going to have bones in our fillets. I don't clean brown trout very often, but they're good. They're delicious. Nice little fillet there. Fish bites. All right then. Anyway, when I was just a lad attending school, they had what they called corporal punishment. Didn't have anything to do with the military. It meant that no matter what your age, if you were a senior in high school or a first grader or something like that, if you messed up big time, the principal had a wooden paddle made out of like a 1x6 with holes drilled in it. Yeah. And he'd bend you over and smack the hell out of you. And you know what your parents would say? They'd say, "Thank you, Mr. Principal." Because we don't want our kids acting up in school. And that's what's supposed to happen. We just don't we don't think that a kid should act bad in school. And so, I'm going to put you on pause for a second. All right, 6 minutes, 23, that'll be enough. That's one fish. So there you have it, okay?